Welcome back to another lesson video. My name is Gregory Agid. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you're returning, please drop me a like and leave a comment. Let's talk about pitch bending. Pitch bending is an important technique because it serves as the foundation for scooping, vibrato, and your gliss. Pitch bending is when we change the pitch of a note without changing our fingering. And we can bend a pitch up or we can bend a pitch down. On the clarinet, we can bend the pitch much further down than we can up. The fewer fingers we have down, the easier it will be to bend the pitch. So if you're playing a middle B, that's going to be much more difficult than bending the pitch on a high C. As we bend the pitch downwards, we're releasing pressure on the reed, so it's really important that you support the air. When I bend the pitch downwards, I'm dropping my jaw just a little bit, and I'm opening my throat at the same time. In all honesty, it's really about opening your throat. To learn how to open your throat, you can sing a note and drop the pitch and raise it back up, and note where your throat is moving. So remember, you're dropping your jaw and changing your throat position at the same time. It's important that we support the air because that's what's going to keep the reed vibrating as we're releasing tension on the reed with our bottom lip. The farther you drop the pitch, the more you're going to need to support the air to keep the reed vibrating. I would recommend starting on a high C, play down a half step, and then see if you can bend a high C down a half step. Once you master a half step, try a whole step. Once you can bend the pitch on a high C, try it with some different notes. There is a limit as to how far you can drop the pitch because at some point the reed's going to stop vibrating. A scoop is simply half of a pitch bend. A pitch bend goes, yeah, and a scoop is simply going, ah. Sidney Bechet plays a very famous scoop at the beginning of Blue Horizon on a throat A. Go check it out. As a side note, I think it's really interesting that the clarinet is the only instrument in the orchestra that doesn't play with any vibrato. The flute plays with vibrato, trumpets have some vibrato, the violins have vibrato, but of course the clarinet plays with no vibrato. In a jazz context, vibrato is essential. Finally, let's talk about the gliss. The gliss is one of the most characteristic sounds on the clarinet. A gliss is simply us sliding upwards through the range of the clarinet. I'm sure we've all heard the clarinet intro to Rhapsody in Blue, and that is a great example of a clarinet gliss. Today, I am not going to perform it because there's already a million billion examples of it, and I think we're good. Most people think a gliss is created by sliding your fingers off of the keys, but it's actually the combination of a pitch bend and the motion of sliding your fingers off of the keys. The pitch bend is much more important than the actual sliding of your fingers. So you can see that I don't have to be exact with my finger placement to create a gliss. It's more about your throat position and creating an effective pitch bend. We can start learning how to gliss by sliding one finger off the clarinet at a time, going down a C major scale, B to C, A to B, G to A, and so on. Once we become familiar with sliding one finger off at a time, we can try 2 fingers, 3 fingers, and so on. To make a larger gliss, we're going to combine our finger motion with a pitch bend. Ultimately, the pitch bend is the most important part of creating a big gliss. If you want to gliss up into the altissimo range of the clarinet, the pitch bending is going to be essential to making that happen. I hope this lesson helped you on your journey. If you'd like to support my channel, please visit my website where you can download transcriptions of some killin' solos and sheet music of today's lesson. All right, y'all, have a great day, and I'll catch you later.